Welcome to Bringing Hope Home. We're Bryce and Colette Schaefer, and we're on a mission to bring God's hope, healing, and practical strategies right into your living room. Whether you're navigating marriage challenges, parenting struggles, or just looking to build a stronger family foundation, we've got your back. Real conversations, biblical wisdom, and hope-filled solutions. That's what we're all about. So let's dive in and discover how God can breathe new life into your home and relationships. Hey, welcome to Bringing Hope Home. We are Bryce and Colette Schaefer.
Yeah, glad to have you once again.
Amen.
Yep, and we're into the month of December.
December already. So I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving with all your family. And
Yep, and you're ready to hit the ground running for the quick month of December. If this year hasn't been quick enough,
I know it.
the last month always seems to fly by with all the extras that we
All the
put in
extras. Yeah.
put into play this time of month. But they're hopefully all good because I'm hoping you that are listening today remember that, and you're all thinking about God and who Jesus is and the reason for the season. And if you continue to put those in, even into your more busy schedules, and you focus on Christ in that, boy, great things are going to happen and God's going to show up in all your events. So we're excited about that for you and for all of us when we put Christ first.
And a quick shout out, happy birthday to my dad.
Oh, there you go.
It's his birthday
Yes.
when this is coming out on Monday. So
Yeah.
happy birthday, Dad. He's
Happy
74.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wonderful. Wonderful. He's a wonderful man that's conquered cancer 5 times.
Poor guy.
Well, I think 5.
Yeah, he is.
4 or 5 times. Either way, it's a lot of times. Too many times to count, obviously. And when you can beat cancer and prostate cancer in particular, or pancreatic, right? And yeah, that is wonderful.
Yeah.
So shout out to him, and that's a man of the word.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yep. I'm very blessed to have that.
As your foundation.
Yeah, that's my foundation. So.
Well, we would like to encourage everybody this podcast in a greater foundation. We want to start a community to help everybody really just catch the fire and the flame for marriage building in your lives.
Right.
And so we've kind of created, and you've done most of the legwork, but we're going to do a marriage builder hub.
Yeah. So we're really excited about this. You know, we have the Marriage Builders course, and all of it is great. And it's going to be actually, you can get the course in with the community. But what we found is it's hard to find time to go through things, you know, individually, especially as a couple, to find time. Um, so we created a place where we can go through even the course with you slowly. And we'll also bring other stuff, but we'll get into kind of what it is here. But you know, just a community of like-minded people, um, faith-oriented, that you know, hungry to have solid marriages, solid families, and you know, it's never too late to turn it around. And what better time than the new year? You know, new year, we always have New Year's resolutions. We're gonna get better. We're gonna do this. What a better place to start than home?
Right.
You know, this is bringing hope home. Well, to start at home, you got to start with the head of the home, and the marriage. And so, you know, to invest in your marriage is huge.
Right.
And you know, that's why we do the podcast. That's why we do everything we do here. So
Right. We want you to be intentional, and it's sometimes hard to be intentional, and we get it. It's kind of reminds me our marriage builders course. It's kind of like a new book that you get, and you're excited, and you see it, and you say, "Oh, that's for me," and I'm excited to read it. And as you read it, or it sits there on your coffee table, after a while, it doesn't become new, and you forget to read it, or you just drop it off totally
Mm.
from your radar. And so this community hub is kind of there to keep prompting you to keep going and have a community of faith, like you said, that's there to support you, and you get to know some others, especially us. We want you to get to know us and us to get to know you, and that will help spark, hopefully, your intentionality in your marriage together. And so that's the plan of everything that we're wanting to create with this hub and community for all of you. And like Colette said, the first thing is you're going to get access to us on a monthly and weekly basis, but then you're going to get access to our Marriage Builders course
Yeah.
to do on your own.
If you're not familiar with the course, because I don't think we talked about it probably,
Probably not enough. Yeah.
yeah, and probably not enough, but we created, it's called the Marriage Builders course, and it is 17 lessons. I think there's more than that of actual videos and teaching. Um, but we come at it and we call it builders because we come at it like construction, like you're building a house,
Yeah.
right? So we start from the foundation up, and we start the foundation of love and respect and what that looks like. And then we go on to um the framing and what does that entail? You know, we talk about boundaries and teamwork and some of those things. So, and then we get into um
Well, we get into the construction of its inside, communication, and how things are going to look on the inside, and the rooms of a home, and such, and how that takes teamwork, and then the intimacy, and then we end it with talking about maintenance. Because marriage is about maintenance, just like a home is about a maintenance. If you don't do it, the home starts to deteriorate, and same with a marriage. And so you got to keep up on things before they start having leaks, so to speak. And so that's what that whole marriage builder course is about.
right. And we sell the Marriage Builders course,
Yeah,
for $2.99, which is a huge value, but we're gonna tell you you're gonna get that in this, and this is way cheaper and more. So, um, and again, we're not about making a buck, but investing in
right.
marriages.
And it takes money to keep the lights on, so to speak. So we have to bring all this to you, right? It all costs. So that's the only reason it does cost at this point. So
So you will have full access to that
yep,
course.
$300 value
Yep,
for free, pretty much.
for free, to go through it at your own pace. Now, if you're like, yeah, I don't think we could go through it. I don't think we could find time to go through it. Great. We're gonna have monthly
Too busy.
too busy, yeah. Monthly intensive workshops. We call it intensive because we're just gonna deep dive into some of those topics that we go into in the course and others. We have coming up in December, our first workshop, we're gonna talk about um marriage in the holidays. You know, you're going to in-laws' houses or dealing with extended family. Some of those things to schedules, things like that. Like how the nitty-gritty things of how to deal with those situations and to be armed and to come into the season, you know,
As best you
the
can.
best you can and with good intention. And so anyway, that's the first one. And we're gonna come having one of those workshops every month that will be live, a live Zoom one, but you can also it'll be recorded. So say the time that we do the live doesn't work for you,
Right.
that's fine. You can watch it on your own time. So I'm really excited about that. We'll have
Yeah, these are going to last about an hour or ish around that time frame. And and it depends. If we have people on there asking questions or whatnot, it might go longer than that. But we're just here to serve whoever wants to be served. And we're just all about helping anybody that's wanting to have that extra communication and involvement of should this look like, or what do you think this should look like? And
now. I was going to answer this later, but if people have asked, can I do this by myself? Like, what if my spouse isn't on board with this? Fine, do it on your own. There's nothing written that says you have to do it with your spouse. Um, at least if one of you is getting this information is better than none of you.
and hopefully that trickles into your relationship.
Right. So we have the monthly intensive. we're gonna have weekly Q&A. So say you wanted a coach, you wanted us just to or someone just to bounce ideas off of, ask questions, hear from other couples as well, what has worked for them, different things like that. We will have weekly Q&As. Now, if you're like, I don't know about asking questions, it's a little too personal, especially in a group thing.
Saying,
You can ask the questions anonymously and we will answer them anonymously. So if it is a touchy subject that you're like, yeah, I really want to know this, but I
don't want my name.
same dash that I asked this question, um, fine. You can ask it anonymously and we will do those weekly. So, and we'll try to adjust those times to where people could get on there, but uh, the
All right,
policy.
and we'll figure this out a little bit and how we're going to have it all go. And if we get a community and says, "Hey, this time works best for us,"
Yeah.
we'll try to accommodate for sure. So we're going to be flexible in that weekly Q&A stuff as well to help accommodate as many people as possible. So just again, let us know what works for you, and we'll see if we can figure that out for sure. And this is going to be hopefully a lifeline for everybody because not most of us when we get married and then that's it. There's not a lot of help out there that we look to. We think now we're an island amongst ourselves as a couple and we don't want you to be an island on amongst yourselves. Just know that there's somebody out there, and we want to be that someone to bounce things off of and to help you grow in your marriage. We saw that we needed it when we were first married 30 years ago, and it would have been nice to have a community and like that. And we had a small group Bible study for the first year or so of our marriage, and that was great. And had some older couples in it and boy, was the little advices that they gave were wonderful and really helped us, even if we didn't do it all. It was something for us to take and learn from. It was great. So we want that to be available to you through us. And
And not just marriage, parenting. We're going to touch on some parental drawings as well. So if you have,
just family
yeah,
life in
family,
general.
family like in general, that there's a lot of subjects and a lot of things that we're going to be touching. That's not just the typical marriage, communication and all of that. Um, so hopefully this is going to be some,
Right. It's
yeah,
supposed to be about you.
about-
Yeah. It's supposed to be about you and for you.
right.
Not for us. We've learned a lot over the years, and we just want to disseminate that and help others.
And that's true. This is for you. So if you have a subject, you're like, hey, could you really deep dive into this? Yeah, that would be awesome.
Now we will.
So, and this will be housed, we will have a Facebook group, or we have a Facebook group. So you can catch replays, you can catch those type of things on Facebook. You're all there.
Private.
Yeah, it's private. You get the notifications of when something is out. So really easy.
Right, and that's what we're here for. And so, what's it going to cost? Yeah, right. We talked about costs a little bit before, so let's end a little bit with that. And if you, it's going to be $29 a month if you'd like to do it monthly.
Hmm.
Right? And so you do the math, and we did the math for you. It's $348 a year if you would pay it by month. But we're also willing to, say if you do a year subscription, take 20% off of that, which is a $70 value on that price. And so that saves you a little bit of money as well. Helps us out as well to make sure, we're going to have somebody on board for 12 months with us. So it
What
excites
the
us.
cost of that? $29. You go out to McDonald's now is have a waffle together. You're spending at least $29, right? So if you can go buy a hamburger, together, a hamburger and fries,
Well,
29 a month isn't too much to invest.
no, it really is a bit.
I would have done that for.
Mhm. And we're gonna hopefully make it fun. I mean, that's the point of all this,
Yeah.
is to enjoy marriage and enjoy each other, and hopefully we're gonna learn to love and laugh and
Yeah, we're excited about this, and so I hope this is something that you can get excited about. Um, check it out. We have a page. We'll have a page down below that you can check out and read some more and see what it is. Um, but and pray about it. And we hope to see you on the inside for sure.
Right. Oh, yeah. So please click the link and explore and sign up.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Well, till next week, remember to bring whole palm to your life today.
If you're listening on the Apple Podcast app, give us a 5-star rating and drop a review. If you're listening on Spotify, give us a follow. And if you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. See you next week.